Born in Warrenton, North Carolina, Braxton Bragg went on to West Point and then became a hero of the Mexican-American War. Those high marks, though, not so much when it came to his personality. UNC Chapel Hill professor Joseph Glather.
As a general officer, he was competent. He knew his tactics. He understood weapons. He understood how to maneuver an army and how to supply an army. So he had real skills. But his personality was such that he couldn't get along with people.
That competency on the battlefield carried into the American Civil War, where his cantankerous reputation continued.
Finally, the post commander intervened and said, "Mr. Bragg, you have quarreled with everyone in this entire army, and now you're quarreling with yourself." Now, what kind of a person would do something like that? It represents very much his character.
Bragg's last stand was as second in command at the Battle of Bentonville in Johnston County. It brought him home to North Carolina and to defeat.
But by this point, Sherman's army is really big and really strong, really skilled, and they caught him off guard and drove them back. But then Sherman launched a counterattack, and he was on the verge of just crushing the Confederate army when Sherman called a halt to it. He didn't want to get soldiers killed at that stage in the war. It didn't make any sense. He knew the Confederacy was lost.
Not lost, his namesake, becoming by population the largest military installation in the world. But why? Well, the name Bragg is short.
And the rationale was that it would save in writing or in typing their names and things like that. So when you look at their names, sure enough, they are short. A.P. Hill, Fort Lee, Fort Bragg, Fort Benning, Fort Hood, Fort Polk. These are all really short names. And so it's kind of amusing that you would use that as the basis for naming them. And then, of course, they're all in the South. So they thought it was a great idea to elevate Confederate heroes.
And now, 155 years after the end of the Civil War, Braxton Bragg is now in a different battle and another chapter in America's history.